On a crisp Christmas dawn, I linger by the kitchen island, the rich scent of fresh coffee swirling around me, when a conversation drifted through the house, unraveling my reality. My wife Leah was in the spare bedroom with her sister Nora, their voices slipping through a vent left ajar. "He's so pathetic," Leah said, her words laced with scorn. Every grin, every embrace, every present I handed him, all staged. I used his own funds to buy them. He's like a loyal dog trained to follow. Nora's sharp laughter cut through the air, mocking and icy. My fingers tightened around my mug, its heat seeping away, as Leah went on, "I'm tired of the act. He's too trusting, too frail. I feel nothing for him now." Their chuckles hung heavy, a sour note in the festive morning. As I stood by the glowing Christmas tree, my resolve hardened into something unyielding. The house was still, save for the soft pop of the fireplace. That morning should have been steeped in warmth. Stockings dangling, carols humming faintly, the anticipation of shared joy. But a faint unease gnawed at me, a discord beneath the holiday cheer. Leah's family had come for the season, and Nora was settled in the guest room upstairs. I'd woken early, craving the quiet before the bustle of gifts and chatter. Then, through the vent, their words struck like a shard of glass. At first, I doubted my ears, but Leah's voice sharpened. "I bought myself that bracelet I showed you," she said. "Told him it was his gift to me. He didn't even question it." Nora snickered. "Seriously? He's that blind." Leah's reply was a blade. Blind and spineless. I could feed him any lie and he'd eat it up. I stared into the flickering flames, my coffee growing cold, as a silent promise took root. I'd never let her see me break. But I'd unravel her world step by calculated step until she faced a man she'd discarded. For the rest of Christmas Day, I wore a facade of ease. I passed out gifts, smiled for snapshots, and laughed at worn-out jests. When Leah leaned close, I brushed a kiss on her cheek, my expression steady. She had no clue I had begun cataloging her treachery. My phone, hidden in my coat, captured every syllable she and Nora shared when they thought themselves alone. Giggles over the jacket I'd gifted myself, paid for with my own money. That night, as the family gathered by the hearth, I slipped upstairs to our study. Our home security setup, a web of cameras and mics, had recorded the guest room exchange. The vent's audio was faint but damning, and my phone's recording clarified every word. I backed up the files, shut the laptop, and returned to the celebration, cutting cake with a steady hand. Later, as Leah slept beside me, I lay awake plotting her downfall with meticulous care. Her first error was underestimating me. As a cybersecurity specialist for global firms, I had access to digital footprints she never imagined. By morning, I'd unearthed a cache of secrets. Emails between Leah and a man named Marcus, a concealed credit card in my name, and a private chat group with Nora and two others called Surviving Mr. Boring. They ridiculed me without mercy. "He's so dull it's excruciating," Leah typed. I told him I adored him, then texted Marcus to slip over. Each message, each transaction, each deception was archived in a folder I named her ruin. Sleep eluded me. I planned. The day after Christmas, I gifted Leah a week-long retreat with Nora at a luxurious spa, funded by the card I'd soon deactivate. "You're too kind," she purred, blind to the ice in my eyes. I smiled. "You deserve it." As their flight took off, I called my lawyer. "Draft the divorce papers," I said. "Wait 2 weeks to serve them." She nodded. "Building the case?" I shook my head. "No, demolishing hers." With Leah away, I acted fast. I froze our shared accounts, canceled her hidden card, and rerouted all bills to a new account in my name. I reset every password, from banking to our streaming apps. By the time Leah arrived at the spa, her cards were useless. She called, her tone light, but confused. "Sweetheart," my card declined. "Can you sort it out?" I feigned worry. "That's odd. I'll look into it. Enjoy your trip." She laughed and hung up, oblivious of the tempest I was brewing. Next, I assembled a crushing portfolio titled Leah's Truth. It held screenshots of her vicious texts, her flirtations with Marcus, and the audio of her Christmas morning betrayal in the chat group. She'd mocked our vows, chuckling about faking her devotion. I sent the file to her parents, her boss, her HR team, her book club leader, and my relatives, including my sister, who'd always liked her. The evidence was undeniable, a precise autopsy of her lies. Then I severed ties. I blocked her number, deleted our shared photo galleries, and packed her belongings, shipping them to her parent house without a note. Her voicemail stacked up, pleading then enraged. I ignored them. 2 days before her return, I left our home, renting a modern city loft. When Leah landed, she found the locks changed. She pounded on the door, called the building manager, even the police, but the property was now mine alone. She filed a grievance, accusing me of emotional abuse, claiming I'd misread a joke. I was ready. I sent my lawyer a file called rebuttal with timestamp proof of her manipulation, her mocking audio, her financial deceit, and recorded where she told Nora, if he ever fights back, I'll just cry. He'll fold. Her claims crumbled under the weight of evidence. A week later, Nora messaged me. Leah's falling apart. She won't eat. Lost her job. Keeps yelling. Please talk to her. I didn't reply. Leah had reveled in my pain. Now she'd choke on her own. Days later, a strange package arrived at my loft. Inside a gray envelope labeled to you were photos of Leah and Marcus, cozy and laughing in our kitchen, dated weeks before Christmas. A note from an anonymous sender included Marcus's texter friend. She thinks I'm serious. I just needed a place to crash for the holidays. Even her lover had used her. I didn't waver. I sent copies of the photos to her parents' house, where Leah now stayed, with a note. This is who she betrayed me for. Nora texted again, her tone quiet. Leah's shattered. She won't leave her bed. Her mom's at her limit. I read it, then closed the app. Leah's silence echoed the isolation I'd felt that Christmas morning, her laughter replaced by defeat. I'd become the hunter she never expected. Months later, the divorce was finalized. I sold the house, restored my finances, and moved on. Leah requested a meeting for closure. I declined. She sued for emotional damages. The judge threw out her case. I kept a spare phone, its screen flashing with her frantic texts. Sometimes, I powered it on, not to respond, but to recall the lesson. Those who feign love often miss who's truly watching. My calm was my triumph. A silent thunder louder than her deceit. Was my response vengeance or survival?